Hey guys, welcome to Signal Path. Today we're doing something a little bit different. It's kind of more of like, in many ways, an announcement than necessarily a full video, but I've got something very exciting. This I have sitting in front of me is a GFI Ultra 10-string pedal steel, and this is something for me that has been a lifelong dream to own, and something I grew up watching my grandfather play country music, and this was always kind of a grand feature of the outing was pedal steel as a sort of a pillar of the music that my grandpa would play. And that's why I got into guitar. It's why I got into music. And so it feels special to have this in, but I also think it has an interesting role in ambient music and in kind of like some of those experimental approaches, being largely, if you think about it, microtonal in some ways, and interesting in the chromaticism that is readily available. And I am a novice when it comes to both that side of theory, as well as just the approach to this instrument. But I think there's some really applicable approaches within pedal steel that are relevant to ambient music. And so what I wanted to kind of post this about was kind of talk through what the plan is, and also kind of what I think I'd love kind of ideas from you for. But the plan is, I'm in the process of kind of building a special board for this, and it's going to kind of have its own dry effects and its own kind of wet approach. I think we're kind of in the process of learning what wet effects work really well, what don't work so well, what modulation works well, and really trying to like carve out something that feels unique to the instrument, and that not that I'm just applying kind of a standard signal path approach to just a different approach of an instrument. So that is something that's kind of in the works, but there's a couple of highlights. The two things that I think I'm the most excited for at the moment are the Empress ParaEQ Deluxe. This is an insanely powerful parametric EQ. Empress was kind enough to send this out, and when I reached out and said, hey, I've got a pedal steel coming, I think this is exactly what it needs, and I think I was right. This is exactly what the pedal steel needs. I'm excited to kind of dive in because I think it is incredibly useful across a variety of uses, but for pedal steel especially, where there's no tone control, where there's no like specific control over some of these factors. It's really just an output and some pedals and knee levers, and that's all you get. Having this is really something that lets you kind of shape your tone. And the other is the Cali 76 stacked, which is really the go-to when you're talking about this kind of compression, of having like two stacked compressors to create that glassy, super consistent, super beautiful sustain. So these two together have kind of been like the chain, really. We've applied a bunch of stuff, all of the Chase Bliss stuff, all of kind of those fun wet effects and modulation effects, and they all have a place. I think they all have incredible uses. These two I have not had the heart to turn off, just because they are so incredible at just contributing like what the pedal steel sound and kind of just sonic needs are. So these are both sent to me. We've got kind of full demos coming for both of them, but wanted to kind of highlight, really excited to show this off. But I think really what I wanted to cap this video off with was really my first pass at what ambient kind of guitar might look like with pedal steel. And so let's do some looping. Let's kind of explore what effects are available and what they kind of sound like. It might be meandering. I'm brand new at this, so who knows how this will turn out, but yeah, really excited to have this in. And if you have any ideas, things you want to see this used with, or experiments to kind of take this thing on, I want to know, because this is something I'm brand new to, but I want to explore. If there's pedal steel music or steel music in general that you like, send it my way, because I'm kind of just voracious for anything surrounding these instruments. So awesome. Yeah, let's jump in.